Hello there, Capricorn. How are you guys? Capricorn, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm really excited to get your general messages out for the second half of August of 2019. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, all right? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, possibly. What are the general energies surrounding you for the second half of August of 2019, or around that time? Of course, we should know that the messages won't resonate to everyone, and that's okay. If they don't resonate to you, then just leave it where it is. Don't force a message. Maybe come back a little bit later and check it out. Now, you can also watch your, your moon and your rising sign as well. Okay, let's take a look at signs from Spirit. Just take a peek into what are some of the energies surrounding you during this time. One more shuffle. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. All right, let me pick up the other card. All right, our first piece of energy is Cloud Shapes, Guardian Angel. And our next card is Hat, Rolls. All right, Capricorn. This is quite interesting energy here. Honestly, what I'm really feeling for a lot of you, for some of you, there's something that you've been wanting to do, some sort of role, maybe possibly that you've wanted to fulfill, and you may have already had it mapped out. Okay, you may have already kind of envisioned it. This is something that you daydreamed about. Some sort of role that you've wanted to do, or something that you've wanted to cultivate. A responsibility that you felt the need to arm yourself with. There's a set plan for it. Okay. Again, you've envisioned it. It's really not so much as where you've envisioned it. It's where it's actually been shown to you. You looked at the sky and these things were shown to you. Okay. So I feel you guys being really, really active for the most part in fulfilling those roles or fulfilling those responsibilities. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Because Capricorn, I do see that this could be very, very positive energy. I don't see this being in any negative way. I do feel like this is quite positive so far. This is where something was shown to you that, okay, Capricorn, something is shown to you that you decide, all right, I'm going to go, all right, that was shown to me. My spirit guides showed me that in the most, interesting of ways. And now I'm going to take that and I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to continue my day moving forward, keeping this on my mind, keeping this newfound perspective that I've been given from Spirit, keeping it on my head or in my mind, like a hat. All right. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look at let's take a more in-depth look at this, okay? So we have Eight of Wands, so communication, yeah. So you're, again, being shown things. Something is coming in through your eye gate, I'm really feeling like. Some form of communication is being shown to you through pictures, through shapes, through graphs, maybe even colors, okay? But it's happening to you very, very vividly, okay? To a point to where it's like, you know, there's no choice that you have to take but to take notice here. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles energy, and what I'm really feeling here is this could be, okay, there may have been news or may have been things that you've been seeing about money, okay? I feel like someone may be asking you for help when it comes to money, or they may need your they may need your support. I feel you moving, you feeling very, not necessarily, you know, obligated by force to help in any way. But I really feel like for some of you, it's where it's your own personal convictions that say, all right, you know, I see this person struggling, or I see a situation where maybe even yourself is struggling, and it's like, okay, now I'm trying to visualize how I'm going to pull this person or even pull myself out of this spirit of lack, okay, in whatever realm. All right, so the Seven of Wands, okay. So Capricorn, I feel right now, yeah, with the Seven of Wands here next to the Eight of Wands, I'm feeling there's people that are not necessarily understanding your motivations. In a way, this is like kind of like paying it forward. You know, they don't understand that you are trying to pay something forward. I really feel as though for some of you, you may have witnessed someone in a situation that reminded you of a situation from your past where you were, you know, not on the up, you know, you were going without as far as certain things. So there's a certain sensitive spot or a certain feeling as though, you know, seeing this person kind of go through the things that I went through, you feel kind of compelled to fight for them or stand up for them, or, you know, stand in the gap for them as well. All right. So the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that for a lot of you, this is where you've gotten to a point now where you're like, okay, listen, I am here. I've made it to this point, and I did it all by myself. Okay. This is you saying, well, for some of you, it's not where you did it all by yourself, but for some of you, this is where, you know, even you may be at a point now where you are, you know, by yourself, right? Or you're standing alone with your abundance, right? Like that may be where it is now, or that may be where it does get to, but understand that, you know, you may possibly have been helped. We do, you know, we have this bird here. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is, but we have this bird here, and I do feel like this bird and this woman have a relationship. So there has been some sort of foresight that you've been getting, something to where it has led you to be able to go down a certain path. You had someone there to kind of oversee a path or go above you to show you what the path is. So you still have been guided, okay? Or you become that guiding light, or maybe some sort of you know, you kind of become some sort of mentor, is what I'm seeing here. At the belly of the reading is the Two of Cups. Okay, so this person may be showing up in your life right now. Whoever it is that you felt like you needed to help, or whoever has helped you, they may, you know, that person may have showed up or is showing up as possibly someone that you could be romantically linked to for some of you. I mean, it definitely does signify some sort of romantic connection. I do feel as though for some of you, this is where you fell in love with someone and a story about their past endeared you to them more. And then, you know, you felt more inclined again to like stand in the gap and kind of be like a model for them, you know, in a way, but at the same time, loving them. You guys may have been coming together on something which made you more privy to something about their past. And it may have kind of added up to something that Spirit showed you. And that's why you felt a need to help, because you felt like, okay, Spirit kind of showed me this before through shapes and patterns and stuff. So, maybe, this is, this is you feeling like you're coming into alignment with that. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune here is the world. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's not the world. The Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune, but it's here in your present environment, was what I meant to say. Okay. It is here in your present environment. So the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. This is where you are more so paying it forward. You went through a situation, and now you went through a down situation, and now you have been put into a situation, or you have been put into a position to where you can help someone that is in that same similar situation that resonates to you. Okay. This could even be somewhere where, like, maybe the person that you're in love with, it could be like a husband, wife, boyfriend, or whatever, or even just a friend. Like, they were always there and they helped you when you were down, and now it's your turn to be able to help them this time, For some of you, though, it just may be a complete stranger that you meet, that you just see like their story resonates to you. But others of you, it's where it's like, okay, this is somebody that you do know, and this is like a close relationship. All right. Your hopes and fears is the Star card. Okay. So your hopes and fears are being confirmed. This is what I'm seeing here. Or better yet, your hopes are being confirmed. You are hoping that you are walking a certain path. You're hoping that you're standing up and doing the right things based off of the information that's coming in. And you're right. The Star card is very Aquarius energy. Is very much so, that shining light, that shining star, that beacon of hope, right? This is letting you know that, with the Wheel of Fortune here in the Star card, this is letting you know that the things that you have hoped for, it's now your turn. Okay, you may have hoped to be in service of somebody, or you may have, maybe hoped that you could be in service, or, to anyone in general, or of service, not just in service. I'm not like slavery or nothing, but there's something that you are able to contribute that can be of service. And this is saying that now it's your time to be able to actually shine that light and be that beacon for others to call them in. This is you calling people in. This is you saying, listen, I'm going to stand up for you. I'm calling you in now with this Eight of Wands. Come. Or you may be hearing that. If you're needing that, though, you may be hearing that from someone else. You may be hearing that. You may be feeling, oh, wow, this person really is calling forth, this person really wants to be able to kind of stand up for me, or and listen to me and help me, right? And maybe this is a turn of events that I need. Excuse me. So the outcome card here is the Judgment card. Yeah, so the outcome card is saying, with the Judgment card there, the Judgment card, excuse me. This is letting me know, honestly, this is letting me know that before anything occurred, you have clearly sat down and thought about the things that you want to do. Okay? Or before you make any decisions as far as who you're going to help, how you're going to help, or how you're going to whoa, Capricorn, I just got so much energy. Let me make sure I say that clear. This card is really telling me that before you make any type of decisions about this matter, you have already thought about the pros and the cons. You have already thought about who you're going to help, how you're going to help, or who you're going to allow to help you, and how you're going to allow whoever to help you. Okay. This is you already coming up with that plan. This is you already looking everything over to make sure that things happen more in alignment to the way that you hoped for. Honestly, I don't feel like anything that you have planned, anything that you want to be of service of, maybe there's something you want to join, that you just feel is very, helpful to the community in any type of way, or to the world, or to the environment. You've heard some sort of call to join, and you want to hey, how can I be of use to your cause, or how can I be of use to the situation? Or you may be identifying people around you to be like, hey, come forward to me because you can be of good use to my situation or my cause. All right, so let's take a look at the card under the deck. The card under the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you may be a little unsure. I feel like you might not really necessarily fully trust the things that you're seeing right now, but I do feel like, Spirit has been showing you different areas where you can be of service to different people or to different situations to where you can stand up for them. But this also may be where you are finding it a little bit difficult to kind of stand up for people, but then also at the same time, keep everything going that you have going for yourself. But just remember that that's what you chose. You chose that you wanted to be responsible, or not responsible, but you wanted to be a person of responsibility. You were the one that felt as though it was important to, represent yourself in a certain way. And the way that for most of you, you're choosing to represent yourself is to be of service, to be of help. All right. Let's pull 3 cards for clarification to see how it may add to the reading. I don't clarify any particular cards. I usually just put more cards on the table and just see how it comes out to the rest of the reading. Spirit says to shuffle one more. One more. All right, here we go. Look at there, I love when that happens. So yes, Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. All right. So wow, Capricorn, this is what I see. All right. So there's an energy that's coming towards you, right? So there may be information that's coming towards you, new information, things unheard of, things that you might not necessarily understand, knowledge that you might not necessarily know what to do with, okay? But with the Nine of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Wands, what I'm feeling here is for a lot of you, you're going to really lean into it. You're going to really lean into it. You're going to allow yourself to become more knowledgeable, or you're going to allow yourself to, build. You're pretty much going to I feel like self-teach yourself and then run with something. But the self-teaching or the the building up of yourself will only come through the experience of what you allow yourself to do with some sort of information that comes to you. Okay. And then we also have these. So now I'm also looking at 2 Nine of Pentacles on the table here. So again, Capricorn, this is basically telling me that this is something that you chose on your own. Nobody forced you to make this choice. You wanted to choose this. Okay. You're leaning towards, or you are moving rapidly towards something very, very, very new, but very, very good. And you chose it, whether you really realized it or not, All right, how can we navigate through this energy for Capricorn? Okay. We have the Griffin, honor and good luck. So yes, Capricorn, that's really good. So this is saying that throughout this journey of everything, you are being looked at as someone of honor, of esteem. People look at you and say, wow, this person must be very, very lucky. Like, people feel like you have your ish together. And most of you, Capricorn, I feel like you do. You're watching this, you may possibly have it together. You may not have it together everywhere, but there's at least one part of yourself or one aspect of your life where things are, somewhat structured, right? Structured so much that you were at least able to identify someone who needed help. Okay, and I feel like it's that paying it forward is going to pretty much pay, it's going to, you know, bless you with good karma. Okay, that's why you are able to be so heavy with the Nine of Pentacles, is because you're doing the right things with your experience and with your information. You're putting it back. You're putting a lot of passion into putting it back into people that, you know, have been where you were. Again, with this Two of Cups and this Knight of Wands here, I'm picking up some love vibes, or at least some sexual vibes here. Okay. And just with that being said, though, of course, remember we have that Judgment card. Make sure you don't cloud your judgment as well. If you are someone who is being of service to someone that you're also either romantically or just sexually involved with, because then that takes being of service to someone a whole nother level. But anyway, that's a whole nother reading, Capricorn. So let me know how this all works out for you guys in the comment box below. Of course, I do appreciate all of your likes and your shares and your comments. Just thank you guys so much for the love. Thanks so much for the shout outs. I just really appreciate everybody. Like, thank you guys. I do have a contest going right now, so this will actually be out during the contest. So if you're watching this before August 24th of 2019, just check out how you can win a free reading, possibly. Okay, if you want to book a reading anyway, go ahead and check out the description box below on how you can do that as well. Okay, so Capricorn, go ahead and continue to be of service, continue to be structured, continue to be just diligent, and I just really feel like you guys are going to have a positive next 2 weeks. All right, so see you later. Bye.